Welcome to 12 Days of Crocheted Ornaments, where every single day I take you through how to crochet a different ornament off of this tree. Today is day 10 and we will be doing a classic candy cane ornament. If you want more information about this series, you can go to my kickoff video on my page, and the previous 9, because it's day 10, 9 tutorials are also on my page and on my 12 Days of Crocheted Ornaments playlist. And my usual reminder, if you are enjoying this content, if it is bringing anything to your life, any joy, please do these things, as it really helps me continue to make content like this. And if you think I'm not talking to you, I am indeed talking to you. Please help me out here. But without further ado, let's get to how to make this candy cane. So for your candy cane, you're going to need some white and red yarn, a 3.5mm hook, scissors, a darning needle for sewing things up, some polyfill, and a pipe cleaner if you have access to one. This is going to help you get your bend a little bit easier. So we are going to start with our magic circle, and we are going to put 6 single crochets into our magic circle. Row 2 is going to be a row of all increases, so that's going to take you to 12 stitches. Row 3 is going to be a row of all half double crochets, but on the back loop. So you have your little V of your stitch here, and instead of going straight through it, you're going to slip through the middle of it and just grab the back loop of it. And you'll do your half double crochet that way. And then we're going to do 6 half double crochets in white, and on the 6th stitch, we're going to switch over to our red yarn. We're switched over to our red now, and we're going to do 6 single crochets in our red. So this is the beginning of row 5, and for row 5 you're going to start it with 6 half double crochets in red. And then here we are going to do a single crochet in red, and while we're doing it we are going to switch over to our white yarn. And we are going to do 5 single crochets in white. And now we are on to row 6. We're going to start that with 1 single crochet in white. And then 6 half double crochets also in white. And then we are going to do 2 single crochets in white. And 3 half double crochets in white to finish out this row. What we are basically doing here is giving ourselves a little bit of a tilt so that your it's my attempt to make sure that your candy cane lines aren't straight up and down, but rather on a tilt the way that a classic candy cane is. So now that we have that established, we are going to start just working rows of the white and the red without any changing between the kind of stitches during the row. So we are going to start with 1 half double crochet in white. And we're going to switch over to red while we do this. So for red rows, we are going to do single crochets. So I'm going to do this entire row with red single crochets. And then when we come around again, for the white row, we are going to do half double crochets. And we are going to continue working that up until we've reached 4 inches for this piece. So I'll finish this row first. And I find it's best for switching between colors to kind of overlap. So I'm going to flip my marker and I'm going to do a single crochet. And then I'm going to go to do another single crochet, and then I'm going to switch over to white during it. And now I'm going to do white half double crochets all the way around until I come back to this spot again. So once again, I've technically reached the end of this row, and I really don't even need to use this anymore since we are crocheting for length. But I am going to continue on so that we overlap just a little bit. And it's during this overlapping stitch that I'm going to switch back to red. And again, we'll continue this up until the piece reaches 4 inches. So I have 4 inches of crochet here, and you could also probably pause here and count how many rows I have. But what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 more rows of half double white crochet on top of this final red row before we close this up. So before we close this up, we are going to stuff it and start the shaping process. So first I'm going to put about 1/3 of the way down full of polyfill, so till about there. And then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I'm going to fold it. I do into thirds for this one. Give it a little twist so it kind of all stays together and you're not fighting with it as much. And then you're going to tuck that right into there. Get it all the way down the side. So you can see our pipe cleaner tucked into there. And then you are going to put polyfill up against the pipe cleaner. And keep in mind, it's going to be curving this way. The pipe cleaner is going to be on the inner side of the curving. So put the pipe cleaner where you want the inside part to go. So we have it all stuffed up, and now my last row of crocheting for this is going to be single crochet decreases on the back loop. So once again, we're going to go through the back loop and we're going to decrease every single time all the way around so we can start to close up this side. All right, so I've decreased all around, and now I'm going to cut myself a nice long tail because we have some sewing to do. And I am going to take my darning needle and we are going to go in and out of these last stitches here, and then we'll be able to pull it closed like that. And then you can give this a little press down and it's nice and flat. And what we're going to do is we are both going to weave this in and also help with our curve. So your pipe cleaner is going to give you part of the curve, but so is this string. So I've located with my fingers where the pipe cleaner is, and I'm going to work this yarn basically against where it is. So where I want the inside of the candy cane to be. And we are going to, like I said, weave it in, and also I'm going to be able to pull this taut and it's going to shape our candy cane. So I usually work under the red so it doesn't show through on the red rows, and then kind of through the white stitches. And now we are going to literally pull our candy cane hook down, and you can also, like I said, the pipe cleaner does really help to shape it as well. It's not just this stitch, but you can do that there, and then you weave in the rest of this through the white row that I left off on. And now you have your little candy cane ornament, which is just begging for a little like green bow around it. How perfect would that be?